I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The mad scientist lab.
Me, RJ the Pizza Guy, in front of the world, introducing yet another amazing, stupendous, wonderfully crafted, very significant episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. And I think it's 191 of them, if I'm not mistaken. That is a lot of podcasting, a lot of talking, and a lot of probably being annoyed by me. But that's okay. You still join us weekly. And as always, it is I, RJ the Pizza Guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist.
Looking a little blue in this damn screen, so I'm going to have to adjust that real quick.
Yeah.
Would you keep going?
Why so blue, Jared?
I don't know what's happening
why
right
so
now.
blue? So, folks, hopefully everybody had a nice work week. I mean, I do, but work sucks. Nobody likes working. Nobody likes paying bills. Nobody likes adulting. Adulting is whack. And I think I'm kind of tired of it, Jared. Wouldn't you say?
Tired of what?
Just adulting. Just being an adult. Doing adult things. Oh, I got to pay to live here? Why? Why can't I just live here? I'm a person. I didn't ask to be here.
You sound like a communist.
I'm not a communist. I'm not a communist. Folks, before we get any further, I'm not a communist. And if I was, I would do it off camera. But regardless, I hope everybody, again, had a nice work week. Me and Jared are here for yet another great episode of the show. And there's a couple things that I was kind of rattling my noggin about this week before we did the show this week. The first thing I wanted to touch on, and we have not seen it yet, but Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan's, I believe it's his 12th film, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think it really matters.
It doesn't matter. Has come out to critical acclaim and praise across the board, like everywhere.
I want to know, and I probably won't see it, so pardon me if I've missed out on the fucking hoopla. I want to know why they're trying to put this shit, just because they came out on the same fucking day, why they're trying to put this Barbie bullshit up. Like some people are like, I'd rather go see Barbie. I don't know what Oppenheimer is about. Like, well, you don't know anything about fucking history, you fucking loser.
Yeah, probably doesn't know anything about Barbie. Probably played with Ken dolls for all we know.
Or maybe Barbies. I mean, this is 2023.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. No, but it's funny you say that. I feel like every ad I've seen for like movie tickets or something, and it's like Barbenheimer. It's like Barbie
so
and
stupid.
Yeah, we don't care. Christopher Nolan is far beyond Barbie. If you like pink things and dolls and little cars and Ken.
The only reason I would see Barbie is to see Margot Robbie. That's it.
Yeah, she's so hot, dude.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, man.
Australian women in general are hot. For the most part.
Yeah, have you ever met like, well, probably.
Have I ever met an
hold
Australian
on.
person?
Yeah, well, I hope you have, because I have.
I've not women, no.
Have you ever met anybody from overseas, like a woman that's like actually not attractive?
Yes.
Really?
The fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. I just feel like this has never happened to me.
That's because you don't go anywhere.
Well, this is true, but I don't know. I feel like everybody I meet from Sweden or Spain or Switzerland.
Yeah, you met them here. They leave wherever they're from because wherever they're from is not as great as this place.
It's not, and this place has got a lot of problems too.
And then you got like that's why like in California, you go to like L.A. area.
Yeah,
people are pretty there because most of them come from other places to make it in Hollywood or wherever. So that's why the hot people are out there.
Damn, dude, it's pretty. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, it's very cool. Dude, I'm going to Hollywood. Dude, I actually thought about like leaving, abandoning my family, abandoning you and the podcast, and going to Hollywood and starting my movie career. And I was going to change my name legally. That way nobody could find me.
You don't have to abandon me. I'd be down to go if you're going.
Well, this just throws a whole fucking swerve for the whole plot.
But I'd rather go to Austin though.
I would. I'm thinking about just telling my family good night one night, and they'll never see me again for the rest of time. But knowing my mother, she might worry.
Oh, okay. No, Al, that's not going up there. Sorry, buddy.
What did he say?
I'm not going to repeat it.
I have an idea of what it might be. And I won't repeat it.
I'm not going to. No.
Al Peppers, or should we say Allie Ice?
I'm not gonna deny it. I'm not gonna allow it. It's just gonna sit there and fucking goddamn
Internet purgatory?
purgatory.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
There
the
we
word
go.
I was looking for.
That sounds like a very Al-like thing, whatever it is.
On the other hand, what up, Al? What up, Epic?
Good to see you guys. Thank you for joining us on another weekly episodic episode of the Mad Scientist Podcast. But regardless, yeah, just like abandon my family, you know. Who needs a family when you have yourself and you're surrounded by pretty people with money? I'm just saying, like, recently life has...
You know what? what I feel like is happening right now is because you haven't really been anywhere else where there are more than a few handful of decent women.
It's tough out here,
bro. I know who you telling.
It's
when I've lived in other places that there's much more abundance. Than,
I like that word, abundance.
Yeah, than here.
Because around here, it's like you're going on an Easter egg hunt at the White House.
It's worse than that. And then
in the dark.
And by the time you find that egg, three other motherfuckers already put their hands all over it.
It's pretty sad, the world we live in nowadays.
No, it's not the world. It's fucking the area we live in.
Dude, I think we should nuke it.
I don't know about all that.
Well, yeah, it's pretty.
It's just time to be honest, it's time to move on.
It's time to burn this stink hole, shit hole to the ground.
I have put up with it for quite some time now, and I'm just kind of fed up with it. I need a change.
I need a change too. That is why today here on the Mad Scientist Lab podcast, I announce that I'm looking for a better future for myself.
I mean, we all are looking for a better future, but why do I seem so red? What the fuck is happening today?
It could be the red lights behind you.
No, but...
Oh, or you have some sort of aura going on, like you're from hell. Jared from hell.
Okay.
So...
Thanks.
No, it was a joke. I am a friend. I am such a friend that, folks, man, you should have come out this Tuesday for open mic comedy night. It was a hoot, as I like to say.
It only took me fucking a year to get him back out there again.
I have a job. I'm sorry. A job that I'm...
Man, fuck that job.
Yeah, right.
Not even happy at that job.
No, not really. I'm sorry. I hate to say that, but not really. No, but I am really proud. You know what's crazy? I'm giving you props, and this is the only time I'm ever going to do it, so you cherish this moment.
Oh, God.
Is that I can see how far your material has come along since you first started, just from the way things flow together for your material. I noticed that when you were up there on Tuesday, under the spotlight in the smoky bar.
Well, I know how to do it better now. And it's not so much that it's coming together. From what you've heard before, the shit has pretty much transformed a lot. Just because I know how to make things work better together, and the more you do it, the more you be like, somebody said something in the audience is like, oh, by the way, because I've done another joke that pertains to that, so it's like it just seems like it starts to become like it's seamless. Like it's oh shit, oh he just does that shit off the top of his head, but people don't see the shit that don't work. Yeah,
no, but what I was gonna say, and I know that you were trying out some new stuff, is that the crowd that was there, was very receptive to it, and they let you try. They weren't.
It's an open mic. I kind of preface that every time. I'm like, look, this is an open mic. This is not fucking Dave Chappelle's hour special on HBO or wherever the fuck. But like you got to take everything with a grain of salt. I still think a lot of people don't take it like that. They just think that the shit's easy just because they get up there. And I'm not gonna name names, but certain people have gotten up there and thinking they're just gonna tell one story. Yeah, it's funny that one time. Can you do it again against people who you don't know?
Yeah.
And still make it hit the same.
Yeah, I got you.
It kind of gets to me when people kind of like undermine the effort that other people have put in, and you think you get up there and you fucking say one little story and you get laughs that you're good, that you're a comedian. Yeah, you ain't shit. You're a joke yourself. You just fucking told a story that you could have told to your friends, and still you would have got the same reaction. Regardless, just to your friends, because that's basically everybody knew you or knows you. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to get that out there. Well, no, but I am first and foremost really proud of you for the progress that you've made. I know not all the
people that normally do the show were able to make it. But your good buddy, if I can shout him out, Bobby B.
Bobby B.
Yeah. He's pretty good at it, man. He's very naturally.
He started before me, and he's done some spots in like San Antonio, and we're actually trying to plan a trip to Austin. Hopefully in October. He told me the other day he's having some AC unit issues with his house, so that trip might get pushed back. But we're trying to plan like a little joint where we go to Austin, try to hit the Kill Tony show, couple open mics down within town. Plus, that'll give me a chance to see Austin and kind of get a feel for it, whether I want to be there permanently or not. And then he wants to shoot up to San Antonio because he has family there too. So he wants to shoot up San Antonio. We hit maybe a couple open mics there too, and just to get a feel for like pretty much traveling as a comedian and hitting other markets besides just the same market that we hit here. Because everywhere is different. Like you're gonna get one joke can get one reaction somewhere, and it could get another reaction somewhere else. So
yeah, just like those people that got up and left when you started telling your jokes the other day because they couldn't listen to their music.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I let them. I tried to warn them. She started to get up, and I don't think she spoke very good English, but I tried to. Like, hey, we're about to, there's a microphone. First of all, you walked in, there's a microphone and a speaker right there, so that might tell you something.
Yeah.
But then she started putting her money in the damn machine to play music, and it started playing. I was like, I'll let your shit play. But,
for 5 minutes. That's all you
No, I let her play it out, but then they didn't want to, I guess they just wanted to hear music. So I'm like, you going to a bar, like what, 8 o'clock when the sun's still out. Like, ain't nobody gonna be trying to listen to music.
Nah, bruh. It ain't a DJ. We ain't jumping with laughs and jumping with jacks. I've always wanted
Pretty
to say
much.
that. No, but really, really cool. And if you guys are local, and I'm sure a couple of you have come out, but if you haven't, please come on down every other Tuesday and every other Thursday to Shooters.
Next
Springfield.
one is Thursday this coming week, which is
The
27th.
27th?
Yeah, July 27th. Let me switch back over here. July 27th. That's a Thursday. The show starts at 8 o'clock, and then the August 1st will be the next one after that. So that's a Tuesday.
All right, so you heard it here first, folks. August 27th, Thursday, August 27th, and then Tuesday, August 1st. The next iterations of Shoot Your Shot.
Hopefully, also one more. Hopefully, I will hit. Now I can't find my damn mouse again. And hopefully, if you're in the area, Galactic Panther in Old Town Alexandria, that would be Wednesday, the 26th, and Friday the 28th, hopefully. So
And that's in August?
No, that's this coming week.
Ooh.
If I can make travel arrangements.
All right. That's good. That's good. Arrangements are good. Sometimes you got to arrange things the right way, you know? I mean, I don't know if there's any other way to do it. It was like me earlier when I was like arranging my house. So I spent about 2 hours today before you got here. Just doing miscellaneous things around the house. Cleaning, vacuuming my stairs.
Motherfucker, you're saying this shit. You came in here talking about, I did all this shit. This is just things you should be doing anyway.
Yeah, I do them anyway. But today I feel like I was a little more delicate with it.
What do you mean delicate?
I don't know. I just, I dusted. This is my first time I've
That's
dusted.
not delicate. That just means you did what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I feel
And I can
good.
only imagine how many fucking cloths you went through.
No, I only had to use like 1 or 2.
Oh, you just dusted your room then?
Yeah, and then I did the lamps upstairs, like the light bulbs and stuff, and just like the corners in the staircase. And
What about all the shelves and the dressers and stuff?
yeah,
like that?
yeah, well, I didn't do my room yet. I'm doing my room tomorrow because I figured because my room actually, even though it's small, I have a lot of stuff on my shelf.
Wait, so let me get this straight. You haven't vacuumed yet, right?
I vacuumed the whole upstairs and then my staircase.
Okay, so you did it backwards. You're supposed to dust because all that shit's going to fall on the floor, and then you vacuum.
Sorry.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter because the vacuum's probably going to spit some shit back up and land on the shit anyway.
I am just very satisfied with myself this afternoon, if I had to say so.
So you mean you were productive for once?
Yeah, it's
It
pretty
feels
good.
good. Yeah, it feels good to be productive.
I had the little things going off in my brain, like.
Those are called endorphins.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I felt like an adult, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah, just saying. So I want to go back to what we originally started with Oppenheimer coming out to critical praise and acclaim. And I had sent you something the other night, and I didn't really know what to expect. And I know it's Chris Nolan. I was going to text you back that night, but I farted and passed out in my bed. It's very uncomfortable.
Can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know you're not the first person I heard that didn't know what to expect. I look at it, I don't know. I guess I look at it this way. First of all, I knew it's a Christopher Nolan movie. I knew what the lengths that he went to get the film done. And like the film is actually like 11 miles worth of IMAX film. It's like 11 rolls.
It's
like it's like a stack of fucking
that's pretty crazy though.
Film rolls for it. Imagine getting all that developed and shipping it out to fucking places to actually do it. Let me finish.
Mm-hmm.
But so what he went through and just who he is as a director, I knew it was going to be good. Now, a lot of people are like, I don't know what Oppenheimer is. I just feel like if you don't know, I can understand if you don't know the entire history of it,
mm-hmm.
but you should at least know a little bit about what was going on during that time.
I got you.
So I think that's interesting. It may not be interesting to, I don't know, maybe people from the UK, but that was a time. Shit, some conspiracy theorists say that when we invented the nuclear bomb, that shit is what alerted the aliens to know that we exist. The energy burst went off, and then they were like, "Oh wait, what's going on down there? Let's go find out what's happening."
I would want to look into something like that. That sounds actually kind of cool, to a degree. Unless
no, I'm saying that this is one of those conspiracy theories about why aliens are now, why we're seeing so many UFOs right now is because of that. Like ever since that happened, the ramping up of UFOs has gone way up.
Oh, I kind of like that. That's pretty cool.
You never heard that before?
No, not at all, man. Not at all. Not at all. I mean, I know you're more of a science and history buff than I am. No, but what I said,
more of a science buff, not so much history, but history comes along with science, and this is fucking full blown science. This is mad scientist type shit.
It is, and what I was going to say is, I think what it is I would never doubt Christopher Nolan as a director. I was just more in the mindset of like, okay, this really happened. This really occurred. How could you make a movie about it? And it'd be, I guess, good. I hate like
you making. Let's see. You make a movie. It's a biopic. You make a movie about Ray or
Ali. That's another
Ali.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why you brought that one up.
Well, it was for something that came to my head.
You make a biopic about whatever the Elvis one that just came out. Like, so it's the same type of thing. It's just not from an entertainer aspect, which I think is more intriguing. Like, why does everything have to be educational about entertainers who have been around? Like, we get it. Most people have seen it. You know what I'm saying? But not a lot of people have seen this story.
No,
or even know this story.
And I'm actually very much looking forward to seeing it. One of the gaming websites that I visit pretty frequently, and that's for everybody's interpretation, it is a review. I didn't read the review. I kind of skimmed through it.
Yeah, I'm not reading no reviews. I knew it was going to be 10 out of 10, and you can name it. It's IGN.
Yeah.
I saw that same one actually in my feed probably like a day after you sent it to me.
And I was just like, wow. I was like, did they really give this film a 10? I was just a little just like, I wouldn't say taken aback. I was kind of surprised.
I wasn't.
And then I started looking a little more into the outside things in the film. Not so much the film itself, but this is the first film that Robert Downey Jr. has done since since
Marvel Universe.
Yeah, since he's been Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he was very careful about selecting.
Well, he said that on when he was on Joe Rogan. He was like, he was actually basically saying he was semi-retired then, and that was probably 4 years ago. He was just like, unless something comes along like that I really feel passionate about, I'm probably chilling right now, which he can do because he made a shitload of money.
Oh, that guy's got money forever, dude.
Yeah,
ever. And then this film was only shot in 57 days. It is the shortest duration that it's taken for Nolan to complete shooting a film, which, if you think about it, when I think of movies being made, I think of months on end, makeup, blah, just seeing all this stuff. But in about 2 months.
That means that he storyboarded well, and he had everything planned out meticulously. And when I see it out, I can probably tell you like where I think they kind of
cut it.
Not cut it, but like kind of were able to take one whole shot.
I got
like
you.
They could get one studio for this one day, shoot everything they need to in that time period, and then move to the next thing and then edit it appropriately.
I got you. Because this film is an analog film, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, and he goes around with the I saw a thing recently. He goes around with the camera himself, or at least he's either right next to the cameraman, like old school directing. Like he's either there or he's doing it himself. So like he wants. What was the interview? I think it was Matt Damon who was talking. He was saying like he wants to see the picture as if he was being a viewer.
Yeah.
So if he knows the camera is catching what he's seeing, then he's cool with it.
Yeah.
So like that, like they have a newer way of doing it now. They'll film the scene and then they'll have what they call a video village.
Okay.
And they'll go in and they'll look at, all right, this scene here, blah, blah, blah. It's a bunch of monitors in this one little place. But he was like, no, we're doing this fucking old school style.
Okay. So, and again, to his credit, it is, I believe if I read correctly, his 12th feature film is obviously very successful. And he is probably, and I'm sure after we see this film, we'll probably kind of put the nail in the coffin to it. He's probably the best director of this generation.
Whoa, relax, bro. Quentin Tarantino.
Ooh, man, that's
yeah. Well, why'd you even go there?
No,
Martin Scorsese has a movie coming out. What are you talking about?
No, but I'm saying in recent. I don't mean like what I mean in the last maybe 15 years or so. Or I think he's probably made some of the best films.
No shit. But so has fucking fucking
I don't
Quentin
know.
Tarantino.
I don't know, man. Well, I know that. I know, and I understand, and I agree with you. But I just think the magnitude of his movies are always just like they're
good movies. I'm not taking that away from him, but like to say he's the best of our generation, that's a bit far. When we
in the last like 15 years or so.
This is the problem with what's going on today with movies is the fact that one movie can come out and then like he's the best, but we're not talking. Nobody's talking about the other directors that are around that aren't doing Marvel movies or DC movies and shit like that. No, we're talking about like real legitimate films. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying that the Marvel shit isn't real film. I'm not one of those people who says it's not real acting if you're in one of those movies or whatever. Blah blah blah. But in terms of filmmaking, you cannot deny Quentin Tarantino in that they got to be neck and neck at least.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, and you know what movie he directed that I actually recently watched, and I forgot he had made it. It's not overly popular. It came out in 2002 or 2003. He made Insomnia with Al Pacino and the late Robin Williams. I didn't know he directed that movie. Where Al Pacino goes up to Alaska to find a killer, and the sun never goes down because of the time, like where it is in Alaska.
Don't remember if I saw that. I might have seen it.
It's not a bad movie, but then I saw the credits, and it was like directed by Christopher Nolan, and I was like, what? Like it just kind of.
He's done a lot of stuff. Actually, let's just
look up his catalog real quick. But Insomnia, for those who haven't seen that, is not a bad film at all. Now, in comparing it to the rest of his movies, I would say it's kind of towards the bottom. but you can never go wrong with Al Pacino or Robert De Niro. Or not Robert De Niro, excuse me, Robin Williams, my apologies. And just the films that he's made.
Oh, yeah, Dunkirk. That was the other one, too.
That's another really good film. Inception is still my favorite film he's made.
And that's what I think Oppenheimer is going to have the same look of, in my eyes, is going to be a Dunkirk. I don't. Did you see Dunkirk?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so I think it's going to have that same similar look. A little bit different. It's not going to be as blue as that one was, but.
And then he's responsible for Interstellar.
Oh yeah, Tenet.
Tenet, another great. Yeah, the guy just makes good films. So Memento, another very, very good film. He's just got a great catalog. The Prestige, very slept on. I love that movie. Yep. I love that movie. So, and again, for the people that have been living under a rock for the last however many years, he's also responsible for the Dark Knight trilogy.
Oh, come on. If you don't know that, then I can't help you.
Yeah, no, we can't help any of you if you don't know that. But Inception is still my favorite film by him because I think it is completely original.
I gotta go with Interstellar, my friend.
Oh man, that's hard, dude, because they're both very original.
I go with Interstellar only because it's about space and science and shit. That's why I go with that one.
I remember the first time I saw Inception. I saw it in theaters, and I had just never seen anything like it. He just, and the reason I like Nolan a lot, he reminds, and I know Quentin Tarantino does this. I know great directors do this, Martin Scorsese included. They typically kind of keep the same cast of characters around.
I think they do that because they're familiar with, because Tarantino does it. Did you say Tarantino?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, because Samuel L. Jackson's been in like all of his movies.
Mm-hmm.
Who else has been in a lot of? The guy from Reservoir Dogs.
You're talking about Steve Buscemi?
Well, him too,
Mm-hmm.
but the guy who was tell that bitch to be cool. He was like, it's cool, honey bunny.
Oh yeah,
He was in Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
He was the cop.
Isn't
Remember
it
the cop that got shot at the beginning?
Yeah.
And then he almost died at the end. Did he die at the end? I don't remember. I think he did die.
What was in the briefcase, folks? Does anybody know? Does anybody have a
You're talking about Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I'm talking about Pulp Fiction.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, you switched from one to the other.
I know, but I was thinking of Sam Jackson when he was like, just open it, and he was like, all right, and he just opened it.
Okay, so what was in the case?
I don't know. I think it was somebody's soul. That's
they've already said that. That's what it was. It was Marcellus Wallace's soul.
Yeah. What does Marcellus Wallace look like? Oh, what? Dude.
I still don't understand what it has to do with the movie, but
Still, Sam Jackson is a great guy. But when I saw Inception for the first time in theaters, it is a completely original film. And something like that is very hard to come by in today's movies, entertainment in general.
well, we talked about this before. That movie created science, that theories that are used now in like actual everyday science.
That's fucking dope, dude.
Like when they did that shot of the black hole and how the light refracted around it,
Mm-hmm.
they had never knew that's how the light reacted around a black hole. They had to use math and physics to figure that out. And because of doing the math and everything, once they started to create the image, that's what happened. The computer fucking created that shit. So now we've actually seen pictures. I mean, they're far a fuck away, but it does look similar to that. If you ever see the picture, I can pull one up now.
There, but Jared is going to pull up a photo of a black hole, folks. That's pretty cool because science and film. Why not? But for those of you who are listening or watching, what is your favorite Chris Nolan movie? Is it the Dark Knight trilogy? Is it The Prestige, Inception, and Interstellar, Dunkirk? I mean, he's got a very extensive list of great films. So what is your favorite? And mine is, The Prestige is such a very dope film. That's another very original film. Wow. Look at that.
All right, so hold on, let me switch.
That is pretty cool looking. I'm not even going to lie, folks. And I am not a science guy whatsoever.
Okay, so this is one of the most recent ones. So yeah, this is one of the more recent images of what pictures of actual black holes that we've seen. Like as you can see, well, you can't see my mouse, but in the center where that black part is, that's obviously the black hole, and then you see the light refracting around it. So then if you go to, give me 1 second, and I will find the interstellar picture so we can compare the two.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man. And these were obviously taken with some sort of space camera, right?
Yeah, like a
some sort of
telescope.
probe out there.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Just man, that's pretty. Dude, space is pretty wild, dude. What's out there? Damn, what is out there? There's got to be something out there, bro. I know we talk about it all the time, but there is something in the universe.
So this is what they had from Interstellar.
All right, I see the likeliness.
So let's put it. I want to put this into context so people understand. That last picture that we saw was what we saw, what we were actually finally able to see from billions of light. I don't know, was it billions of light years? Maybe hundreds of light years. Either way, it's fucking far as fuck. But this is what we got from Interstellar, from the science. This movie came out before we saw that actual image of the black hole. Because of Interstellar, that's how we knew what to look for, because of the science and the way the math and everything. Other people can explain that better than me. But this is an image from Interstellar, so you can see it's not far from
being
the reality.
That's pretty nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Talk about directing something and you've discovered something in space that nobody's. That's fucking nuts. That's like godlike almost. I don't want to say that, but
you've never seen one of whose movies, Epic? And it is kind of a normal camera in space. That's simplifying it a lot. They have different type of cameras. They use infrared cameras. They use they have sensors that detect certain things like gamma rays, and it's a whole lot of shit that I'm not ready to try to even explain, because I probably couldn't explain it if I understood it myself.
So let me ask you this, and sorry if this is a very noob-like question. But
Wow, this guy's never seen one Christopher Nolan movie.
Who, Epic?
Yes.
Oh, come on, Epic.
Yeah, it's not wrong.
You got to know better than that, man.
You're tripping, bro.
Super tripping balls.
Tripping, bro.
And some of his movies you would like because they're kind of out there.
Yeah, I'll pull them up again so you can see.
So let me ask you this, Jared. If for all the noobs out there, including myself, the unscience buffs, this light that's refracting, that's what I was trying to say, off the black hole, where does it come from?
It's shit behind it.
So stuff behind it itself.
Yeah. Far, far away behind it.
That's kind of cool, man.
I mean, it's like stuff around it, stuff that going into it. Bro, you gonna. I haven't looked into this shit so long.
Oh, that's fine. I was just for the very novice people.
I don't remember all the. Okay, so like this, you have this thing called the accretion disk. That's like, this stuff is where you can't see what I'm like. The horizontal disk is where shit's getting sucked into it.
Okay,
but then there's light and other shit that's behind it that's being stretched as well.
All right,
and that's all being sucked in at the same time, and so it's warping time and space, all that.
That's fucking wild, dude.
And we don't know what happens on the other side of it. Interstellar, it says it's a dimension to, or it's a way to another dimension.
That's where you find Matt Damon.
The only way you would be able to find out, well, humans wouldn't be able to find out because the gravity would be so immense. It would, again, but we don't know. It could be like Interstellar, where we go there, we get stretched out, space and time gets stretched out so far, and then maybe you do end up on the other side of something. But whether you would survive that trip, that's a whole different story.
I would have to say no.
We don't know.
But you're right. We don't know. For all we know, it could be like going through a garage door.
It might be way more painful than that.
A little intense, don't you think?
Yeah, you saw the movie. Like he was coming from another time, touching her, and she was like, "Oh, it's a handshake from blah blah blah." And when I watched it again recently, I forgot that that's what was happening, because that movie you have to watch
a few times
to understand everything. And then you got to be able to know a little bit about some science to figure out what the fuck is happening. Because the time shit, it took me forever to figure out like why time takes longer in one place than it does in another. And I had to listen to a bunch of different explanations to finally understand it. I just barely understand it, why a person would age here as opposed to a person who's there.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to try to explain it.
No, I got you. Doesn't.
But it took, like I said, it took me so fucking long to figure out what it actually means. So I have barely a grasp on it to understand just enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty fascinating shit, man. I mean, science in general, but when you make a movie like this, could you imagine what goes through that guy's head, dude?
Well, he worked with a physicist on that.
I would like to.
He had because the guy. I told you we talked about this before. Let me go back to his movie
And pull that up.
We talked about this before. How so Epic? This is for you to figure out which one of these you want. You've never seen Dark Knight Rises. You've never seen any of the Batmans. Like that's insane to me.
I don't know what this first film he made is. The Following?
I don't know. We can look it up. That was 1990 or some shit.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh, no, we've talked about this before. I've talked about it before. When he made Interstellar, he got that from a physicist. I think the physicist wrote it, or he had a paper on it or something. And Nolan was looking for a movie to make. So I guess he found this physicist, and he was like, "I'm down to make it, but you gotta do it in." Like built within real science, and Nolan was like, "All right, cool," and that's where that came from.
That's fascinating.
Like
shit,
it's
dude.
based in real science, and that's why the movie's so fucking good.
Shit is dope, dude. We should be directors, dude. We kind of are like our own directors, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Mm-hmm. Action.
Me more than anything, but
Yeah, that's okay, folks. Don't worry. I'm a great.
I mean, if
actor.
we ever decide to fucking do those skits that we've been fucking planning for years, then maybe we would actually be directors.
for 300 years,
This
just
guy, man,
waited.
I don't know what I have to deal with.
They do, because they watch us every Saturday live around 6 p.m.-ish.
Thanks for putting your
Live on Twitch.
your Twitch page in there, Alley Ice.
Alley Ice. And you have to say it like this, Jared. You got to...
No, I don't.
No, hold on. Well, you don't have to, but when you say it, when you address Alley Ice, you got to say, who are you playing with? Alley Ice. That's how you got to say it.
Yeah, like I said, no, I don't. I don't gotta do shit.
No, but I'm telling you, you get online. Who's online?
Much respect, Alley Ice, but I'm not doing what he just said.
Slinging dope in an alley.
Whoa, I'm glad you fucking changed that word real quick.
Yeah.
It sounded like you about to say slinging dick in an alley.
No. What, you're, well, I don't want to give away your material, but I won't say anything.
Wait, just, you don't have, you're not gonna give it away. Don't give my punchline away.
No. But the whole, like, going to the wineries and stuff. And I was like,
that one's still kind of a work in progress, because I feel like that's gonna be my fucking quintessential.
It's his baked ziti.
Did you watch? Now that we're talking about that, did you watch? Did you go back and watch Ball Hog?
No, I haven't had a chance,
Bruh,
unfortunately.
come on, man. I need you to see that Wu-Tang joke.
Okay, I will make it a mission. Tomorrow is my lazy day.
And I'll guarantee.
for dinner.
I was thinking about it the other day. I think that Ball Hog was stronger from beginning to end than Sledgehammer was.
And I know you would, and obviously I haven't seen it yet, so obviously my opinion is
We're
kind
talking
of
about Tom
irrelevant.
Segura's last special, Sledgehammer, compared to his special before that, which was Ball Hog.
But I will say, since I don't watch too much stand-up.
Yeah, but I'm not going to give you it. I watch a lot of specials, a lot of stand-up specials, and I watch a lot of stand-up in general. But I would not give the lay person.
I was just thinking about something.
I wouldn't give the lay person, like, just anything to watch. Like, when I this guy, he always laughs at the weirdest shit.
No, I know what you're, I'm listening. I'm sorry. I had to get it out of me.
So when I suggest a special,
man, I'm sorry. I'm not doing it on purpose. I swear. But I was.
What are you laughing at?
I was thinking about that part in the special when he was like, when his dad was talking to God, and he was like, he was like, God's probably naked in his big old. He's like, you want to see it snow? And he's like, oh. I'm sorry, man.
Of course you would like that one.
Dude, I fucking was dying when dude, my mom, I want to tell you how funny that special is, or at least I thought it was.
See, this is my point. I wouldn't give you no bullshit special to watch.
I know, but I was laughing so much, my mom actually came upstairs to ask me if I was okay. She was like, she's like, are you all right?
Let me pull it up for everybody so they can see.
I'm sorry,
that
man. That part just had me fucking dying,
Man,
dude.
we're kind of biased because we saw him live, too.
Yeah. Oh, man, that shit's
But I've been a fan of him
oh, that
for a
show
long
was
time.
hilarious, dude. Please check it out. Tom Segura's special Sledgehammer and the one that Jared's telling me to watch, folks, Ball Hog.
Both on Netflix.
Oh, man, dude. I will definitely make that part of my mission tomorrow. Dude, that shit was way too funny. Okay, I got it out of me. I'm not going to laugh anymore. Here, I'll even
I guess my point in all that, so y'all have proof to why I suggested that to him.
do that.
Because I won't suggest to regular old people just anything to watch. Did I tell you that on his YouTube channel, there's 2 bonus clips that were 2 jokes that were taken out of the Netflix special. So if you go on his YouTube channel,
Okay.
You'll see there's 2 other jokes. One's about koalas, and then one's
I can only imagine.
oh, bro, wait till you get to it. Oh, no, the other. Oh, I wish I could play it on here. The other one's about one of his neighbors since he moved to Texas.
Okay. I'll definitely check it out. But you
after this, remind me. I'll send them both to you.
But for everybody out there, please check out Tom Segura's both of his specials. But the one I saw is this Sledgehammer one, which is hilarious. And since you're on that subject, Jared, I'm glad you brought that up. You just said that you would never steer me wrong with anything to watch, and nor would it be anybody else, whether it's me or whomever. If you are a person that comes up to us,
and Ball Hog's the one before Sledgehammer, so check that one out.
If you come up to us and you try to tell us to watch something and it's fucking hot garbage, we're gonna judge you very much.
I don't think people come to us usually. They usually listen to what we have to say.
Yeah, no, but have you ever met somebody who's like, yo, you got to check this out. It's great. And you watch it and it's just fucking awful, dude. I feel like since we're such fans of...
I don't think I've ever suggested anything bullshit to anybody.
Yeah, no, it's one of the worst things you can do.
I think it's... Camera. This shit is killing me.
It is, it's just wrong. If you are a person that, I don't want to say purposefully, but if you steer somebody in the wrong direction when it comes to any type of entertainment, especially films or movies, you're a douchebag. Don't do that. So mean. I don't go out of my way to say, hey, you want to watch this? It's about cooking. And cooking is fascinating, by the way. Or just some dumb shit. Like, put it this way. Everybody knows I'm a big buff when it comes to Law and Order and all those cheesy cop shows. Because I know
you just been called out.
What did I get called out for?
Suggesting shows. Or wait. Who suggested? Well, somebody, Epic said Halo. So did you suggest that one, or did he suggest that one?
No, I mean, that was a suggestion on its own. It's like, oh, it's Halo. I'm going to watch it. And then I was watching it. I tried to defend it. We have the audio recording of me trying to defend that debacle. And then our good buddy Epic here loves it. I can't do it, man. I just can't do it. It's not a good show. And that makes me so goddamn mad, dude.
Ice. Look, let me tell you something. When I tell him to watch shows and movies, it's because we have a show that we do every week that we would hope one day will kind of take off and do, like, give us both a better quality of life.
Quality of life, dude.
That you're saying that's taken away from him playing games.
No, but on some Saturdays, where
that's
it's like,
fine. But like, there's also like, there's some shit you got to find some time. You play more games than you watch the shit that I like.
No, I know
that we should be watching.
And to your credit, to be fair, sorry, I was stuttering like a that my game time is kind of my unwinding period for my day. It's mindless. And I do enjoy it, especially with what we've been playing, but we won't talk about that. So that is my free time. I do watch shows, not everything that you always suggest, not that I shouldn't, but some nights it's like I feel what's going to happen is if I do start it, I'm not going to go to bed. And I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to get hooked to it because a lot of the stuff
I haven't been giving you anything. Okay, so I'm going to make your life better again.
Tell me about it. I already know what you're going to say.
Instead of waiting till the whole season is done, watch it 1 week at a time, like I've been doing with Secret Invasion.
I've watched the first 2 episodes of that.
Yeah, but you watched them probably back to back, right?
I did.
Yeah, so instead of doing that, watch them every week when they come out. That way you only giving away 45 minutes of your day.
Logic, folks. Brains. Capacity.
Understanding. I mean, is it that hard, ladies and gentlemen? It's called time management.
Cactus makes perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
And so does practice.
Yeah, that's also very important as well. But yeah, I don't know, man. I've just never gone out of my way to suggest somebody watch something. Now, everything's going to be an acquired taste.
What up, Ghost Chips?
If I go to Jared, and I'm going to give you guys a very, very good example. Allie Ice can attest to this, and maybe Epic. But I told you guys last week, and I've been getting roasted left and right from everybody.
You didn't get roasted by me because I don't see you anymore. Because you're playing games with Allie Ice and Epic. So, Allie Ice, shut your mouth.
Yeah. So, first of all, and then Epic's out on a boat somewhere living his best life.
No, he just finished dinner, and I can tell you what he cooked.
Oh, what did he cook? Ooh, I'm excited. Hopefully it was good. I know it was good. I know he eats good. There's no way.
Bro, he eats like a fucking fat man on a fucking rainy Tuesday.
Dude, rainy Tuesdays, fat man, that's you, Epic. We got you.
Ribs, drunken pig, drunken chicken, and pulled pork cheesy fries.
So when, damn, dude, those pulled pork
my stomach will be ripped, son.
Dude, what, dude? I'm gonna carry around a bucket so I could shit in it afterwards. I'm sorry, but it's true. That does sound those pulled pork cheesy fries. That sounds great, dude.
See, what like Allie always? See, I don't like your new name. I like Al. Al always he always goes one way, then he comes back the other way. Like now I'm back on his side again. He said, plain and simple, RJ's a moron and never can do things the easy way.
I can't. I don't. Why would I want to do things the easy way? Because everybody's going to be like, that's easy. But if I beat the game on the hardest difficulty, nobody's ever going to say anything or take anything away from me.
What up, Monda?
That's the bottom line.
Don't do that.
Because Stone Cold said so.
No.
You don't like my Stone Cold?
I fucking hate when you do the wrestling bullshit.
What? Sorry, it was perfect
it's
for
annoying. I was trying to do what up, Londa, and then Al says my Taco Bell came out of me. I mean, where else would it come from?
Yeah. I mean, dude, taco. I'm not a Taco Bell guy, man.
It's from the Jerk Joint, best restaurant in my town. Well, that's probably the only restaurant in your town.
It's very possible. I could see that being a thing. It's very, very possible.
I'm just playing.
No, but so this past week, I decided to go down memory lane, and I played Shenmue. Okay.
Yeah, we talked about that last week, and I told you I came in, and I was like, Jesus, what the fuck is this shit?
And I'm gonna give you, a good example, okay?
Because I never thought that game was that bad looking.
Dude, first of all, the game is over 20 years old.
I don't give a fuck. That shit
It was revolutionary. It had real time. It had changing weather. It had state of the art graphics.
Okay, 20 years ago with changing weather, I get state of the art
graphics. Yes, this is before
20 years
PS2.
Ago. Hold on. Relax.
Sorry, I'm very passionate about Shenmue.
What was it on, PlayStation?
No, it was on Dreamcast before PS2 even launched.
What are you playing it on now?
Just my Xbox.
Oh, so it's like one of those they transfer over.
Yeah, and they just put a higher resolution on it. Obviously, the game is... Look, it still looks 24 years old, okay? Because it came out in 99.
So it's 24 years old. You just a second ago you said 20 years because I could imagine. I was like, wait a minute, no, shit looked a little better than that.
So the reason I'm bringing this up is because I was just ripping people to shit about suggesting something, and then it's god awful. I know from my personal experience with that game and what that game means to me. It's one of my favorites of all time, period. And when you watch it, and I even thought about it as I was streaming, I'm thinking, Whoever's watching my stream right now is probably thinking, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, look, motherfuckers came in and they did the Homer Simpson shit. Abraham Simpson. They walked in and turned right back around and went right back.
Put the hat on the rack, turned around, put the hat back on.
That's one of the best fucking memes of all time.
Dude, what I was gonna say is
good. Fuck, I can't. We're doing good, Lana. We're just having fun today. Fucking. Oh, you just missed we just had a whole segment on Oppenheimer and Nolan movies and all kinds of shit. So check it out on Monday on YouTube if you can. It's the Mad Scientist Lab on YouTube.
And so I'm playing this game, and the game is, in terms of gameplay, is very dated. There's a portion of the game where you drive around on a forklift for a couple days while you're trying to find out about the Mad Angels and how they're helping Landy. So it's a very story-driven game, but you have to understand that what was expected from video games 24 years ago to now, the standards are way different. But that game, at its time, was a landmark title. It really was. And it is still one of my favorites. And I know, again, if you were watching me play it, you're going to be like, what the fuck is this, RJ? You're walking around town. You're walking around like you have a stick in your ass.
Bro.
Are you looking for sailors? Yes, I'm looking for sailors. Hell yeah, I'm looking for sailors.
I forgot what part I came in on, but I came in, you were like in some town, and then you were talking to some lady, and then the lady said, yeah, come on. And then some dude started trying to beef with you, and then you fought him. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now?
I'm telling you, it's
you know what happened? What I think happened? That game was originally a Japanese game, and the translation did not come through the way it should have.
The gentleman that created it, Suzuki, is the gentleman who created Virtual Fighter.
Okay.
So this was his like big epic project. It's like his brainchild almost. So when the game initially launched, excuse me, it is supposed to be 11 chapters, okay? And
we don't need an entire synopsis.
No. What I'm saying is I understand when it comes to suggesting something, it's like, hey, Jared, play Shenmue. You'll love it. That is not something that I would, believe it or not, I would not suggest anybody play because I know how they're going to feel towards it. I have a personal soft spot for it.
That's fine. Let it be.
It's a great game.
But you don't suggest things to people because you have a soft spot for it. They're not going to have that same soft spot. I'm suggesting something to people who are going to love it regardless of how attached I am to it. If I don't like some shit, even if I'm attached to it, I will say I don't like it. Like, what did I say? I was watching, I watched Flash this past week. And I was I don't really like the dude who plays Flash. Actually, I didn't like the casting at all, to be honest, except for Michael Keaton. But because I had already been watching the series Flash, I stopped after like season 4 because it starts getting way too cartoony after a while. But I didn't like the way they changed all the characters and they just like, we're going to just start all over with this whole new thing. So I went in kind of like, eh. And the Flash is one of my favorite characters in all of DC. So I went into it kind of like leaning the other way, but then I got not halfway, probably 3/4 of the way. I'm like, all right, is this shit going to ever fucking pick up? Because it was kind of slow starting out. But it got good. I'm not going to jump off the walls and say, hey, everybody go see the Flash. It's adequate. You know what I'm saying? If you want a good watch for a couple hours, go watch it.
I gotcha.
That's about it. Now, what did I watch also? I saw something else recently that I was like, everybody has to see that shit.
So you were saying earlier, I think it's
CGI definitely was garbage.
Earlier, I think it's actually before we even started the show, you were brain fart, RJ. So you were saying you watched The Flash and you realized why you love Batman. Just a side note, I think it's this month, but this month is the 29th anniversary of Batman Mask of the Phantasm, the first feature film from the animated series, and they've got some really cool DVD box art or Blu-ray out for it, and I just thought it was something, like, if you were a collector, because I know...
I'm not collecting
I'm not... It's got really cool box art, man.
That's fine.
But I think I'm gonna buy it. I'm not gonna lie.
Of course, you're a nerd.
I am a nerd.
Nobody's gonna see it but you, and that's fine.
That's like my achievements list. Nobody ever sees it. Nobody ever cares. But you know who does? I do.
Yeah. You know what that also is? Mental illness.
Yeah. So I'm a cactus, dude. Makes perfect.
Definitely on the fucking spectrum.
Don't tell me I'm on the spectrum. Maybe I am.
You're 100%.
No. I think people at my job think I'm on the spectrum too.
I guarantee if you go get tested, you'll be on.
I go to the doctor I wouldn't say I go all the time.
Yeah, you go to a fucking internist or a fucking internal general fucking doctor. You don't go to a fucking psychiatrist.
Why would I go there? They're going to tell me I'm crazy.
Or you're on the spectrum.
I'm not on the spectrum. Please, I don't want to go out in public and people are like, here, look at that.
Why
guy.
you don't want to be? Why would they say that?
I don't know. Because we're basically announcing to the world that I'm like halfway there.
It's kind of like a cool thing these days to be on the spectrum, to be honest.
I don't think so.
Why not? Wait, whoa. All right, come on, RJ. Let's tell us about your bias toward people with mental illness and challenges.
You know what? I don't think I am because I don't have any biasness or hate on those people.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to win this argument, folks, unfortunately.
No, keep going. Keep going.
But I'm just not halfway there. And there's nothing wrong with anybody that's halfway. Man, this is so bad. This is so bad. There's nothing wrong with anybody that's, all the way there. But I'm not halfway there. I don't even know if I'm a quarter of the way there. I just know that sometimes things have to be done a certain way. Like this podcast. You think people are going to sit here and watch us if I'm sitting here like, yeah, dude, I work in cars, I make pizzas, and I pump my pud.
Again, whoa, what's happening right now? What?
Why would I do that?
What?
Are we gonna have to edit that out? We're probably gonna have to edit.
What do you think people who are on the spectrum are like? Is that was that your impression of someone on the spectrum?
No, it's not my impression of somebody on the spectrum. That's my impression of somebody who doesn't care or who has no life to anything. It's like, look at customer service, for example.
So, wait a minute. So, people who are on the spectrum or who have mental illness or challenges don't care?
Jared's a dick, folks.
I'm not being a dick. I'm trying to get where you're...
People who are on the... Oh, my God, I can't believe we're talking about this. That are on the spectrum or fully there. They're the happiest people. They're wonderful people. They're great souls, all that stuff. However, as a very intelligent man, I think I am, I know that in order to do anything in life, do anything good, or represent anything, or whatever I'm saying, is that you have to have
watching you fucking backtrack this whole thing is amazing.
I fucking hate the show. I don't like you. I think our fans are okay. Doesn't matter. Well, we're going to stop calling it the Mad Scientist Lab. We're going to call it the Roast of Richard. Welcome every Saturday Night Live. Yeah.
Sir, I was not roasting you. I was making a observation, and I had a couple questions to figure out where your point of view was coming from. That's all.
This is my cup. It's like the holy water. It's like the blood of Jesus right here.
Now you're going for the religious people. What's wrong? Now they got the blood of the water in the fucking cup, man. What's wrong with that?
Speaking of religious people, I was... Dude, I'm not going to finish my other...
I'm giving you a class on stand-up comedy right now. Speaking of religious people.
Yeah. I recently watched, just for shits and giggles, The Da Vinci Code with Tom Hanks. And how kind of nuts that movie is, if you really think about it. Where they're trying to find the Holy Grail, and
what movie? What?
The Da Vinci Code. Have you ever seen it?
I've never seen it.
It's kind of interesting. I know you wouldn't like it.
Yeah, I don't. It had like guts and tearing shit out and all.
No. That's probably one of the. There's two more films after that. That's not in the first one. I mean, there's some.
Because I know the French used to torture the fuck out of people.
Yeah, there are some. There's no real scenes of torture in the movie. It's rated PG-13, so it ain't like terrible.
The brunette chick. Oh, okay. Let's look it up. Jeez.
Yeah. She's pretty hot. But I was recently watching it, and it was just like kind of like breaking down the history of like religion to a degree, and I just think stuff like that, whether you're religious or not, is kind of fascinating to how where these stories come from and all this other stuff. So it's not by any means a classic film. Yes, that is her. That looks like her from. Well, she's obviously much older in these.
Oh,
films. Yeah, much older.
Doesn't look the same.
She doesn't look the same at all. Oh my God. I didn't realize she was in some of these movies either. I don't even know her name. What is her name? As crazy as that sounds.
Aubrey Tao.
Audrey.
Oh, I said Aubrey. Damn, 46. Oh,
Okay,
God.
so yeah. Well,
What happened?
she looked really good in the movie. Put it
Is
that
this
way.
is this what she looked like in the movie?
No, she looks much younger, dude. I don't even know what a good photo would be of her. To be honest, with
So I think
Looks-
you guys. She's French. So yeah, I think you guys we're wrong.
you. No, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, but I think it's pretty interesting the history of religion that they kind of spin around this film and then all that other stuff. I just think it's cool to a degree.
Vision's in this movie.
He is. He's also like a fucking what is it? He's like a possessed, like crazed Catholic, like I don't want to say not a wannabe, but he's like a servant almost to a degree. He like
evil.
yeah, he's like the bad guy in the movie.
Okay, gotcha.
Like whips himself while he's naked and all this other stuff, as to punish himself for his sins.
Yeah, I'm good.
He hits a nun with a fucking phone, dude. Like those big old blocky ones at your grandma's house.
Oh, you need to see what was that? 1823 or 1923?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of that going on. Except the nuns are beating up the girls in the school.
And I don't want to say the funny thing about that scene is, but it did kind of make me laugh the first time I saw it.
Of course, you're laughing at people with mental challenges.
Yeah, all the time. Dude, it just kind of happened randomly. She was like, "You can't do that." And the next scene, it was just like, ding, and you hear the phone like ring and shit. It was just so random, and I was just like, ah. And
you can't do that with people these days because if you try to hit somebody with a cell phone, it's not going to make no noise.
it's not going to make no
It's
noise.
gonna crack.
It's going to break. Yeah. Go back to the old times. We need a hefty phone. So I wanted to
hefty cinch sack.
there you go. I don't think we should talk about this, and I don't think I'm going to bring it up. So I'm
No. Don't start something.
No. I thought about it yesterday a little bit, and I was like, we could talk about this, but I'm not trying to stir the pot, and it's not.
What is it about?
I think you know what this is about, Jay.
No, I don't.
You don't, so I guess I should tell you.
Yeah, you don't have to give it away. Just give me a hint.
I was kind of just observing the all the stuff surrounding the Jason Aldean
Oh, I
song.
knew you were.
Yeah.
As soon as you started talking about it, I thought about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to get into that because I don't think people are gonna like what I got to say.
Yeah, no, and that's fine. So we will for the first time ever. Well, not first time ever. We will not talk about it because it's really not that serious.
Okay.
Well, it's
You said some trigger words. What do you mean it's not that serious?
I don't know, dude. Like it's just like music has been around for a long time. Now, I have not heard this song, by the way. I haven't listened to it. I haven't seen the video.
So then you can't intelligently speak on it if you haven't heard it, or at least read the lyrics,
All right. So,
or seen the video.
no, I have not seen the video.
There you go. So we won't talk about it because
We'll listen to it in the car on the way to the bar,
no, we won't.
and we're gonna
Fuck
pull
that
up.
song. Fuck. No, I won't do that.
So I just thought it was a little fucking odd. I don't know. It was just kind of random. That's all.
It's the video that's the issue. That's what's happening. Epic.
So the video is the issue.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will do myself a favor. I will educate myself. That way, if we do ever talk about this, we'll just kind of.
And I'm not saying that I'm, because again, I'm for free speech and all that. But look, I'll put it this way. He is not an artist that I would listen to anyway, so I would probably have never known what was going on. It was brought to my attention from a TikTok that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
And it got broken down. I used my objective mind to figure out. let's put it this way. I won't be listening to it.
Nah, I got you.
Because here's how I feel about anything else when it comes to art. If you don't like it, don't listen or look at it or watch it. Mm-hmm. Simple as that. Yep. I won't be listening or watching it. So that's where I am with the whole thing.
And in terms of artists, I don't want to say but we don't really listen to country like that.
I fucking hate country.
There's certain country that I don't mind. I'm a big Chris Stapleton fan.
Yeah, if you're talking about just whiskey and shit, that's fine, but don't bring your politics into it.
Yeah, so, and the reason I said it wasn't, like, that big of a deal, because it is, but at the same time, it's like, you know what? This is just something else for people to point out and people basically to divide people. And I'm just so sick of that shit. That's really what it's like, all right, the guy made a song, you don't like it. You pointed out, hey, if you don't like the artist or if you don't like the art or whatever, don't listen to it. And I have it. I did not go out of my way to listen to this shit. I'm like, all right, dude, people are in uproar. And if the guy's
but here's the other thing about the uproar. We talked about this plenty of times. And what do we call it? We call it the outrage, whatever.
The sheep.
No, the outrage mob or selective outrage or whatever. Yeah. I think we titled one of the shows that shit or something. I don't know.
No, I think we did.
So that's what it is. It's I remember when it was every 2 weeks. Now it's every 3 months, which is better. Every 3 months, there's somebody's outraged about. Mm-hmm. It was 3 or 4 months ago, it was fucking Bud Light. Now it's this thing. And it's always a different group that has their little fucking thing to be outraged about, but we're still in the outrage era, I guess. And I don't really watch the news, so I don't see a lot of this shit. Somebody will tell me, yeah, fucking goddamn Omaha had an earthquake last week. Really? I wouldn't even know.
Because I don't give a fuck.
I mean, it doesn't affect me.
I don't give a fuck.
I guess I'm old school. I would rather, like, if back in the day, like, we caught shit in the news. In the newspaper, I should say.
Ooh, the paper. I like that.
Like, you wanted to know about the news, it would hit the paper. Some journalists would write about it and come out in the weekly paper or the daily paper, and you'd read it from there. That's all you knew. And usually you wouldn't get it from that far away. You would get it from your local area. Mm-hmm. Like, nothing, this shit doesn't affect me in any way or shape or form. So why the fuck do I give a fuck about it? You know what I'm saying?
I got you. But again, I didn't go out of my way to listen to this song or anything like that. I'm just kind of like, man, dude, something. But you're right. We do live in a day and age, and we all know this, that something will happen. Here, what is it? Here, let's call it. So it's July, so 3 months. August, September, maybe end of September, early October.
Yeah, there'll be another outrage.
And we'll see what it is.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of go from there.
Y'all hold us accountable for that.
Yeah, so in the next 3 months, somebody else
What's the next outrage trend that will pop off in the next 3 months?
And I guess I should do a little more research when it comes to it, but I'm just like, man, dude, people
think it's really necessary.
It's not. But I guess just for my own, I wouldn't even say benefit, just for my own.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Actually, I saw the perfect meme today. One of our buddies, TJ, posted it. He was like, until these memes started coming out, it was 4 people. Until these memes came up, I didn't know who any of these people were.
Oh, I saw that one too, and the big one was the subs, and I know we talked about that a couple weeks ago.
I still don't know who. I don't know. Was it the last guy in the corner?
Yeah, it's just I don't know his name either, but he's one of the guys that was on the sub.
Still don't know who that fucking guy is. Jason Aldean, I only knew because I saw that. I saw the same similar picture. Why would I have known who that fucking guy was? And then the other two, I forgot who the other two was.
That's actually a good question.
One was Matt Rife.
Oh, yeah.
And then I forgot who the other one was. But anyway, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
We don't care.
I do know, it's for Londa too, I do know Lewis Hamilton is starting in pole position tomorrow at the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Something for both of you guys to be happy about. Excited.
Yes.
I know you're happy about that because I know how you feel about your racing. That's how I feel about my Sundays, my free, lazy day, my day to bask in the nothingness that is me. It is exquisite, nonetheless. I like it.
I have not seen the fight card. When is that?
Is there a fight tonight?
No, he said 294. I don't know when 294 is.
I
I don't know who's on it. Talking about the UFC.
Oh, okay.
For anybody,
I watched a little bit of the women's soccer game last night.
The U.S. are playing, right?
Yeah. I watched a little bit of that. They
Alex Morgan is my girl.
They crushed Vietnam, dude. They smoked them.
Vietnam, bruh.
I know, and I'm not trying to get into anything deeper than that, but they kind of smoked them pretty bad. And
we're not even soccer fans, or excuse me, football fans.
Yeah, football.
But I, you know what? I take that back. I am a women's U.S. soccer team fan because I remember years ago. Actually, it was when Alex Morgan first came on the scene, and she just came on. It was during the World Cup. She came on the field and scored like 2 goals in a row. I forgot who they won. That was the year they won. That was probably, maybe 15 years ago now.
Oh wow, that's a little bit of time.
No,
well,
maybe not that far back. I don't remember what year it was. Anyway, it was a while ago. But that's when I got into the U.S. women's. Like during the World Cup, I watched them. The men, not so much because we've sucked for the most part. They did better this past year. But yeah, I like watching them play, and a lot of them are hot.
They are. I mean, they're in good shape. They are and pretty physically attractive for the most part. Besides some of them, I guess. I don't know. I guess pick your poison. I don't know. I know if I was on a team and somebody was wearing my jersey, I'd feel like I had the biggest balls in town. I'd have to push them around in a wheelbarrow like Stan Marsh. See? Anybody get that reference? I hope you do.
Oh, Kismet. Costa and that Round is not a great shape though. We're talking about great shape. There's a difference between round and being in great shape.
I would like to think they are two completely opposite things. Round is one thing,
and great shape.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Jared for the first time ever in 6 years on this show.
That's a lie.
Maybe, but it is. Sorry. I've just lied to all of you. I've lied to the world. And since I'm talking to the world right now,
Londa, when is that? Is that next weekend? I can look it up, but
while Jared looks that up,
I could. He could tell us too.
Oh, this is true, but let me remind you guys, just as a friendly, weekly, daily, monthly reminder, you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Mondays at 9 a.m. on YouTube for the visual, because watching us is cool.
And the visual mad scientist.
Ooh, yes, see? That's how that works.
Yep.
And then you can catch us live every Saturday around 6 p.m.-ish here on Twitch, which is a lot of fun. And shout out to Epic for sending me that great meme today.
I was thinking about something that last week after I was editing this. Switch that thing with the
duck?
the pink duck. Yeah, put that in the middle.
Put it in the middle. You know what? I think that
Symmetry, buddy. Symmetry.
Symmetry. I like that. I used to take math.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's math.
Symmetry.
That's more art than anything.
Yeah, no, but cool, man.
I guess art is math.
Hey, if you guys are out there and you like us, send us a little more desk ornaments. We like having ornaments. I want this thing to be filled one day to where I can't even put my cup down.
Oh, yeah, there are some. Oh, wait. No, relax on that one.
Well, yeah, no, we don't need it too cluttered.
Okay, so, yeah. So it's in October. Okay, that's looking forward. So some good fights coming up. Next weekend is 291. Poirier versus Gaethje. I'm down to see that one. And Pereira versus Blachowicz. Yeah, those are some fun ones.
So there's another thing I wanted to ask you.
Another? Like the netherworld?
This is the way.
Damn right. And I don't know how you're going to feel about this. I kind of already know what your response would be. But I thought, hey, there's a change amongst us in the air here in the nation's capital. And I wanted to know if it changed your opinion on anything.
Wait, what?
So this week was a very monumental week in DC sports where Dan Snyder is no longer the owner of the Washington Commanders. And I know, I figured you'd have that reaction. But as somebody who, this is myself included, have lived here forever, or at least me, Does Dan leaving make you feel any different
Nope,
about
not
football?
one bit.
Okay, folks.
The fucking owner has very little to do with the fucking how the team plays.
That is true, but
No.
nah, that's true.
No. Don't fucking try to don't sound like these fucking motherfucking Redskins / Commanders / the football team.
So many names.
Fucking put the wool over your eyes and thinking we're gonna win the Super Bowl this year. You're not winning shit, bro. You're still fucking the same whack team you were last week.
All right.
When you fucking win some shit, holla at me. I'm not buying no merchandise. I'm not going to no games until y'all fucking prove that y'all good, bro. I've been around for now. You done hype me up.
See, I didn't even mean to do that. I didn't even. This is the last thing I thought would.
I'll allow it. He put Redskins. I'll allow it.
Yeah, because that's who they are. By the way,
that is who they are.
Hell. Sorry, you got to throw.
Yeah,
it in.
no, bro. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Oh, Dan Snyder's gone. Oh my God, poggers. Like that's Twitch shit. You know? Like we're not doing this.
I just thought I'd ask you. That's all. It's just because
it's copium, ladies and gentlemen. Copium. I can't wait till we get emojis and shit. We're close.
And we're
so close to emojis.
Guys, we're so close to getting emojis. We fucking need emojis. We need them.
Like our own emojis, though. So when you guys subscribe, you get access to the.
I hope my family doesn't think I'm like being murdered down here.
No, you're being murdered. But no, my whole point is. Of course, I knew you were gonna go there. Londo went to football, or the other football.
Football.
Yeah.
Football. Oh.
Why'd you do it like that?
I don't know. That's just what I did.
Was he Italian? Was he Hispanic?
I don't know. Well, it's a worldwide popular sport, so I'm a little bit of everything. Football. All right. I'm gonna say it just like that.
Yeah, you're talking about Manchester United. Yeah, we were talking about American football, which it doesn't help people who aren't from here because we're the only ones who actually like it. But I don't give a fuck about the owner being switched over. I don't even know who this guy is. He could be a fucking more of a shitbird than fucking Dan Snyder. We never know.
This is true. We don't know, and that's the whole reason I asked you.
But I'm not gonna hang my fucking new Redskins hat on the hook of we got a new owner. We're gonna be great now. No, we're gonna be the same fucking team we were last week until they fucking decide they actually want to be good.
We're gonna be good.
I don't fucking care anymore, to be honest. Like team sports, they're kind of done for me, to be honest. I mean, I like F1, that's team sport, but it still comes down to the driver on the track.
Yeah.
MMA, jiu-jitsu, all that shit is individual. Like you have your team that you train with, but then it all comes down to what you can control personally.
Yeah.
And not fucking 11 other guys or 8 other guys or whatever sport it is, however many people are on the court.
I got you.
Or the field or the whatever, the pitch. So yeah, I don't really give that much of a fuck.
Okay. I just wanted to ask because I was like, nah, he's not gonna give a shit. But I was like, maybe he might slightly care, but give less of a shit.
Not one bit.
All right.
I saw people posting shit. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. So what? We knew it was gonna happen. The owners wanted him out. He wasn't. I figured out what it is. You got to follow the money.
Yeah.
I think what he was doing was refusing to pay like certain money to the owners and the league or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they were like, that's why all this little controversy shit came out. They were basically like saying, yo, you pay us what you owe or get the fuck out, or we're gonna make you get out. And that's what they did. They forced him out.
No, I think that's a very fair assessment.
Because why does he have to pay them $6 million after he just sold his thing for $6 billion? Now I got to pay y'all still $6 million or $60 million? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad. Actually, you're probably right, if I had to be honest with you. This is just how
follow the money, buddy. Follow the money.
If there's money to follow.
And weren't they behind the Cowboys? They were like the second most grossing team as far as like revenue. Bro, they even said that purchase was the largest in all of North American sports history.
In terms of grossing revenue, right behind the Cowboys being number one, obviously. Because
I just said number one, the Cowboys. Behind the Cowboys, they were the number 2 I mean, they might have gone down in recent years, but
Yeah.
there was a time they were right behind the Cowboys.
No, and I agree with, but recently, I would say no. But I could be very wrong about
But
it.
Pittsburgh ain't selling that. It was not selling what Washington was selling. I can tell you that. I can 100% tell you that.
I'm not even using Pittsburgh. I'm going to use a good example like
Maybe Kansas City, but that's still a small market.
yeah, Kansas City, maybe Buffalo.
Let's look at it.
Yeah, actually, that's a good one. I would think New England to a degree, just because it's Boston sports.
What that got to do with it?
Well, I'm just talking about like diehard fan bases.
That's not how.
The
That's
Browns,
not how
say.
revenue works, sir.
I know that's not how revenue works. I understand.
Passion is one thing. Business is another.
That's why I'm unsuccessful in my life. Sorry, I just wanted to, shoot myself in the foot. So Jared's going to pull this up. The most revenue in the league in terms of teams and potentially in order. Okay, so we got that. The National Football League ranked in an all-time high $11.9 billion. Oh my!
That's everybody. I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I know, but still, it's still a lot of money.
It's one of the highest grossing. Well, I don't know because I know international football, like Premier League football, which is soccer, definitely rakes in more money than that. Hold on, give me 1 second. By team.
Hold on, folks. I know Jared's quiet. I'm quiet too because I'm trying to read what Jared is typing. By team. Oh, there we go.
Why you got to read what I'm typing?
I don't know, just because. Oh, here, how's Rich? Do you think that really falls into that category? Oh,
yeah. See, 32. Let's go all the way to the bottom.
Okay, so number one is definitely going to be the Dallas Cowboys.
Like I said, put it up so everybody can see. Number one is Dallas Cowboys.
Ew.
Number two, the Patriots.
Okay.
The Rams.
That's
Giants. So
okay.
yeah, this is of 2022, so it definitely has changed.
okay. The Niners. That's not
Niners, Texans, Raiders. So the Commanders are 9. They lost a lot of value from all the shit that has been going on anyway. Like when it was, I'll give you another year. Hold on. Keep talking, RJ.
I know. I know. I was reading some of the stuff down at the bottom just because it's a year or so old.
No, it's not. It's the most up to date because we're not done with 23 yet.
So, but I knew the Pats had to be up there. But the Cowboys, god damn. How about them boys?
Nobody fucking cares. Don't do that again, please.
I'm going to talk to you like that the rest of the day. What if I talk to you like Optimus Prime?
Do 15.
My name is Optimus Prime.
Oh, I watched that too.
The new one?
Yep.
Did you like it?
I liked it better than all the ones after 2.
Yeah, the last couple Transformers filmed, like the last night. Yeah, a lot of that shit was fucking dung ass. Fucking garbage. Who
But
wants
the
a
CGI
shitty-
was a little better. Well, I mean, it wasn't better than the first one. I mean, it was about the same.
I don't know. I just like.
That's why I kind of fell off of the Transformers movies anyway, because
You think they got more so for the CGI and the effects than the
it was
doo-doo stories they were producing?
No, it was over the top.
Very over the top, dude. My name is Optimus Prime, and I am from Cybertron. I've been practicing that, and
It was horrible though.
I'm getting good, better, I think, maybe. Good God, dude, the Cowboys are like almost double.
It's the same list because I looked for 2015. This is
Okay.
2021.
But geez, I'm just surprised. There's a lot of Cowboys fans. Ew.
Well, that's why they call them America's team.
Sure.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Sure. But
They have football. What? They have their ratings on their helmets 1 star. Yeah, that's true.
yeah. It's not a logo. It's a rating. That's how I laugh.
We clearly could see that.
And what I wanted to ask you, or not even ask, but there's a game that's coming out early next week that I haven't really looked into, but I don't know if it's something you might be interested in. It's called Remnant 2. It's based off of it's kind of like a loot shooter, from my understanding.
I think I've heard of it. But I'm about to get into Ready or Not for real. I found a page on TikTok. I was like, oh,
this game looks pretty damn cool. A friend of mine played the original. I didn't play the original, but apparently it's some sort of loot shooter. The second one,
I don't want to play this shit.
Well, I don't know. Just something. It's just different. You know, like I've never played this. I don't know what this is. It could be hot ass for all I know.
Looks like hot ass.
Do you want to?
I'll show everybody.
Yeah, so it looks pretty intriguing. So I'm thinking I might have to pick this up, depending on.
Why don't you read reviews before you just start buying shit?
Oh, I do. I mean, this game got a 9, so that's why. But what I'm saying is as somebody who's heavily involved in games in general, like I don't know much about this series.
I'm about to get fucking F1 2023 manager. That's the type of shit I'm trying to get on.
Jared's trying to build a community. You should download Minecraft.
No, it's not. Huh?
I think you would like Minecraft.
I played Minecraft before. Wait, I played Minecraft before.
Really?
Yeah, I told you we used to fucking have like LAN parties. We used to do that shit.
What, just build a bunch of shit?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, with Big Dave and his cousin and his brother.
Oh, and you know what? Now that you say it like that, I think I do remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
But I know it was like a while ago. Oh, it's pretty dope.
Yeah. But it gets repetitive. I get bored of repetitive shit very easily.
But your imagination is your oyster, or whatever the fuck they say is.
No, when you're in a game where you're doing the same thing over and over again, your imagination has nothing to do with it.
Not when you're when you're building something.
Yeah, you're doing the same thing over and over again. You're digging up dirt, putting it in another place, and building blocks. That's the fucking same thing over, and that's repetitive.
Yeah, but what you're building is not.
It is.
No,
the act of doing it is repetitive.
The act of, yes, I understand.
That's why, like, when I play F1 2023 or 22, because I haven't gotten 23, which I need to get because I got to race the Vegas race before they even get to it because I want to know what it's like to race that shit. So I might have to buy that this weekend. But I'm also about to get Ready or Not. I'm about to get some Ready or Not type shit. That shit looks fun.
All right, I like this.
I think there's a single player mode. Hopefully.
There's also a new game out. It's called, like, I think it's on Game Pass. I think it might be only on Xbox. I don't know if it's on Steam or anything like that, but it's called, like, Dyno or something like that.
I don't know. I want to let's before we get on to that, because you be talking about some weird games.
These aren't weird. The Shenmue, I'll give you that, but
no, all your games are weird.
They're not.
Yes,
they're classics.
There's something.
All-time classics.
There's something. We're gonna talk about this. Give me 1 second.
All right, we're giving Jared a second. And while you're giving Jared a second, I am going to recite the alphabet.
It's up. Shut up.
Oh, it's up. He's not. It is such an accurate meme. Such an accurate meme. This meme was sent to us by our good pal Epic. Shout out to him. And it is something that we've talked about recently in recent weeks and since we started streaming here on Twitch.
And I've been getting them a lot in my recommended part of on Twitch.
Yes.
See, you have to get on you need a fucking PC, man, because this phone life is not where it's at when it comes to watching shit on Twitch.
I am the phone. I am the gigabyte.
You're a loser who needs to get a damn PC.
I am the dial tone.
You know what you should do? You should get a credit card and buy your PC on the credit card and pay it off that way.
I thought about doing that, but then I thought about all the other horrible things in life, like debt. But regardless, I'm sorry. So, but the accuracy of this meme.
I know. I just said I got a bunch of them in my fucking feed.
Did you follow them?
No, I didn't follow any of them because I don't feel like. Here's where I'm at with it. I might go check it out every now and then. I'm like, let's see who this is. There's actually sometimes they trick you because there's this one chick that I don't follow her, but she comes up in my recommended because I've been there before. But she used to play Call of Duty.
All right,
she was Warzone and she was good. But then for some reason, I guess she hooked up with some other chick who does pools, hot tubs, and goddamn
beach balls,
fucking whorehouses or whatever it's called.
dude, it's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Whores don't get it.
So now they just do all the same. They do that category all the time now. Like, and even today I was testing. I'm testing because instead of doing podcast, blah blah blah, I think I added just chatting. I just want to see if just chatting would make a difference in the algorithm or not. Doesn't look like it is, but we appreciate everybody else who's here though. But yeah, so I still I check in every now and then because she's a cute chick. You know what I'm saying? But most of the people that I watch are all, they're all like GTA 5 role players.
Yeah.
Or F1. Like the guy that I was actually, I kind of want to check in on him now, but maybe we could do that real quick.
Yeah, let's take a sneak peek. A sneak peek, as we like to say.
His name is Blake. His real name is Blake, but he is a former, Londa, you might like this. He's a former F1 engineer. He might be sleeping now, though.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
He's a former F1 engineer, but right now he's doing, for fun, he's doing a 24-hour at Spa. Oh, yeah, he's taking a nap. So one of the other two guys are driving. But he's doing this guy. He usually breaks down. Yeah, he's an F1 engineer. He used to work for Force India. This other screen is throwing me off right now. He used to work for Force India. Red Bull. He worked with Max Verstappen for a while, and Sebastian Vettel and Checo for a little. He left Red Bull after working with Verstappen, and then he went to the simulator. He'll tell you his story every time you go to his Twitch account, but he decided he needed a break, and so now he's doing content creation now, and so now he's been doing this. Like he'll do some sim stuff, but every week he'll break down the qualies. And then he'll watch along with the race. I mean, he won't show the race. You have to watch it on your own. But it's just cool to hear him saying, like, giving you the breakdown of like what's going on. He'll break down the telemetry. Like he goes into. I learned a lot just from watching him. You know what I'm saying? And he's originally from Texas, but then he moved over. He lives in the UK now.
And he streams the F1 games or Grand Theft Auto.
He's done F1, but he like last week. He's normally when he's not doing his podcast, he does his podcast with another guy on Twitch also. But then it comes out and same thing we do. But his other main game is Escape from Tarkov.
All right.
And then he'll do F1 racing, but then he does like the breakdowns. Yeah, he does the breakdowns and shit.
Yeah. No, I mean but that's cool though. Like a little play-by-play for like the inner things, just to give more details to something for. I'll tell you.
And if you go into his chat, like he's not so big where he'll miss the comment. So like if you have a legit question, he'll answer your question. Mm-hmm. Or somebody else in there who might know, because like today when we were in there, it was a guy who worked for NASCAR. He was like, man, it's cool to see somebody doing this on Twitch and blah blah blah. He was like, I used to work for NASCAR, and he was like, oh, man, I want to hear about that. So then those two guys started going back and forth. Then they were going over race strategy about the race that they're doing, because they're doing 24 hours, bro. They started at like 7 this morning or some shit.
Ooh, yeah.
But in the UK, it was later, obviously.
No, but something like that for somebody like me who's not overly involved in that world to begin with. Yeah, I feel like picking up tidbits of information like that. It's that is kind of cool.
You might have a harder time picking up some of the stuff just because you don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I guess.
But any type of insight or interaction is always good.
He gets deep because he was a performance engineer. He was a simulation engineer. He said he needed a break because the F1 schedule was crazy. There's like 24 races in a year right now. Mm-hmm. So he was like, I needed a break. And he's thinking about trying to get onto one as a race engineer on one of these 24 hours at Le Mans or something like that.
So that actually brings a good question. I don't think I've ever really thought about this. How does one prepare for a race?
It depends on what your position on the team is.
Okay, so say I'm the main guy.
What do you mean by the main guy?
The racer.
So you're a driver.
Yeah, so I'm a driver. And so how do I prepare myself to potentially beat my opponents? I know it's understanding the track and I'm sure there's a bunch of variables.
That's the main thing.
Like weather and things of that nature. How to cut corners to maybe wrap around and go wide and come back towards the end.
That's part of knowing the track.
Yeah.
So the main thing, first of all, obviously, you got to know the track. A lot of times you won't get the track knowledge. I mean, you can look at a fucking sky view and like, okay, this corner's here, this is a high-speed corner, this is a low-speed corner, but you won't know anything until you actually get there and you're driving around the track. Just like to know what the track conditions are, what the pavement feels like, what, like you said, what the temperature is.
Yeah.
Now, your team is going to be gathering all that information, too, to give to the driver.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing for the driver is to know the track and be in shape because, especially in F1, the speeds and the G's that they're pulling, a normal person ain't going to be able to fucking take that. Like, you couldn't get in an F1 car. And I know, just like, it's funny because I heard a few times two things that men think they can do, like, better than anybody.
Okay.
Fighting and driving.
I like to think I'm a good driver. And I was once a martial artist myself.
Yeah, you could be a good driver on a fucking regular street, but if you got into a fucking 1,000 horsepower car going almost 200 miles an hour around turns, your ass ain't gonna make it, buddy. And you can think all you want in your little mind. What you're thinking right now is, oh, yeah, I could. I got confidence in myself.
But I'm on the spectrum.
No, I didn't say all that. But no.
All right.
All right, let's see. Lana says, first, there's a pole position race, which depends. Oh, you're talking about quali, which depends on your which depends on your starting position and the day after you race for the win. Yeah, so you qualify the day before. Whatever position you win during the qualification is where you start the next day for the main race.
Yeah, no, that much I do know.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Now, you're saying just preparing as a driver.
Yeah.
I say being in shape and conditioned to be able to take the G's, knowing the track. And you still gotta. It's good to have some engineering and development knowledge because you can, when you're actually the engineers can't feel what you're feeling because you like the butt, what they call it, we call it in automotive world, the butt dyno.
The butt dyno
is going to tell you something.
That's the name of this episode, the butt dyno.
Yeah, write that down because I won't remember.
Hey Siri, text Jared.
Oh my god,
yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah. So the butt dyno is going to give you.
Send.
I hope everybody heard that. This is what I have to deal with.
It's sent.
Oh my god. Anyway, the butt dyno is going to give you input, give the driver input. The pit and the engineers in the pit aren't going to be able to figure out, or will never be able to feel and understand. So that helps with preparing for a race day too. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, no, I'm just for not only myself, but for anybody. I know Londa's pretty big into this stuff, but anybody else that's listening who doesn't really follow racing, who isn't really into it, it's like, well, hey, we know football players go out and do this, or basketball players do that, but what do racers do? Since essentially you're driving a car, like
they're athletes.
Yeah,
they're athletes just like anybody. It's just it's called motorsports for a reason. It's a sport, so you have to be in shape.
You know what I think me and you should both do?
What's that?
We should get a monster truck.
Okay. No, I don't know. I like speed.
I'm not saying we should get one, but we should drive one at some point.
I'd rather go do one of those track experience days, like in a Ferrari or a Porsche or some shit like that.
That would be cool.
Okay, let's do it. Because I was going to do it for my 40th. Maybe I'll do it next year. Because they usually do it in Richmond, so maybe we could do that.
Yeah.
You're not going to fucking lose your mind again fucking on the way back, are you?
First of all, sir, anxiety is a real disorder, and so is alcoholism.
Yeah, so you're gonna, but then you're gonna get into a car and drive 100+ miles an hour and not get anxiety before you even get in the car.
As long as I'm driving the car, I'll be fine.
You're not gonna be driving the car immediately.
Okay,
So
if I
you're,
gotta
you're
learn,
gonna have an instructor teach you how to do it first.
that's fine. But as long as I'm driving the car, I'll be fine. And I bet you I'll beat you too.
Oh,
Jared thinks he can beat me. He can't.
motherfucker, you got a better chance of beating me at the go-kart thing. Let's go to Fredericksburg and do some go-kart racing there.
You know what? I bet you $20. I bet in here. I'll do you one better. I'll bet you a steak dinner at Burton's.
That you'll beat me in a car. See, how we're going to do... Usually, they won't start us side by side, though.
I know, they're kind of gay about that.
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, kind of queer. I mean...
All the above.
Yeah, it's not flamboyant. That is the word I was looking for. I bet you a steak dinner at Burton's.
I mean...
All right. That's it.
We already got one vote in.
I know I'm not going to win in any way.
I didn't tell you what the vote was.
I don't care.
I didn't tell you what the vote was.
I already know what it is. Okay, all right. I've had enough fun today. I've had enough fun.
Oh, have
today.
you?
Yes, I've had enough fun. I have nothing left to say other than I am the GOAT. Sorry. All right. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen.
Your presumption is correct, nigga.
Man, thank you for listening to episode 191. Yes, 191 episodes of this
I
here.
got news for you. That means you're gay.
Flamboyant. And, but please check us out everywhere you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, Mondays on YouTube for the visual at 9 a.m. and every Saturday live here on Twitch around 6 p.m.-ish.
Hey, man, you sent her in here with them titties. What you expect?
And you understand, folks. So we will see you guys next week. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe, review, donate, and play Shenmue. Be safe. It's an all-time classic, dude. It is.
What?
Shenmue. Bye.
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, ever, ever,
My head
ever,
wasn't so
ever,
big.
ever.
Audio Skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. Merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
The merit scientist